Hey everyone out there, how are you all doing today? I just came in from outside. It's such a beautiful sunny day, so I wanted to get on here and you see the message, right? You see the title, and I wanted to talk about it. So, whenever you get in, make sure you hit the thumbs up so this video can be seen by other people, okay? And so that um, others can become informed. And for those of you who are in here, welcome, welcome. So I'll get right into it as well. All right. So, and then after I get finished saying what I'm saying, I'm going to say hello to you all in the chat and everything. And thank you all for stopping in. Okay. So, the name of the title, you see it, Vote. If you are African American, Black, a person of color, uh, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, okay, listen. But especially if you're a black person, you need to vote. I know that there's a lot of people out there who are saying, don't vote, your vote doesn't make a difference, and all that. And, you know, to some point, they're right about that, but we are also going into a different time now, okay? We are here in the age of information. Things have changed. And so, if anything, if you don't want to vote because of personal reasons, like you think your vote won't count, or, because of the electoral college and all that stuff, and, you think it's a waste of time, if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your ancestors, okay? Do it for those people that came before you, that stayed up in those churches, that prayed for their right to freedom and justice, and just to have equality. Do it for them. This year, 2020, you guys know that this is the year amongst all years, okay? And I've been on this planet for a little while now, and I can say this year has done it all out of all the years, okay? So, um, this year is going to be different. Now, I know you guys are like, but really, Happy Princess Kathy, I don't want to stay in line and vote. I don't have time to be out there. The coronavirus is still going on and everything. And yeah, I get that. I totally understand that. And listen, you don't have to stand in line, okay? Go ahead and register to vote for this upcoming election, okay? Go ahead and register and put that you want an absentee ballot, okay? You can stay at home and vote. This is what I have been doing for the past few years. Now, the only time in my whole life that I've never voted was this last time, and that's when Trump was actually put in office, okay? I voted for Obama both times. I voted for um, that's just my personal political affiliation, okay? And, I know we're all not on the same level with that, but you don't even have to be a Democrat or a Republican. You can be independent. You don't have to do anything, but it's all about you exercising your right to vote because of what's really going on with the world now. And you look at this, Black Lives Matter everywhere, okay? Black Lives Matter. We matter. We matter. Everything has happened because of, how we've been standing up and coming together collectively against police brutality and racism and injustice. And I'll even tell you a little bit about my story as well. Yeah, I see you, Barbie, in there, huh? And yeah, Trump won even though you voted. Yeah, I get that. But we still need to exercise our right to vote as a collective because, especially this coming time, the African American, they're going to be watching our votes and how we're voting. Okay, so our votes are going to be very important this year with everything's going on. So I want you guys to reconsider voting if you don't vote, if you can vote. Some people, they can't vote. They don't have that. And but if you are an American citizen and you have the right to vote and you can exercise that right to vote this year, especially, if you're a person of color, black. Come on, you have to do this for the people that came before you, for your ancestors. And I'm saying this because this is something that's been in my spirit for a while now. Like I said, I've been voting all the years of my lifetime except for this last time that Trump was in office. And even though I know, like, really my vote may have not mattered, but I felt like spiritually my vote mattered, for all my grandmother and them and her friends and my grandfather and them that fought for the right to vote and everything. They deserve that honor. Don't let what they do be in vain just because they say our vote doesn't matter in the electoral college. Of course, we know all that, okay, but this is more of a spiritual thing. That's why I want you guys to vote this year. Like I said, you don't have to stand in line. Get the absentee ballot to vote. And the way I do it is that, if you don't take it down there, you could get someone to watch you as a witness, sign it and everything. Okay. So, and even if you don't have a witness, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just letting you know you can still get your ballot out there to vote. That is the reason why you see this administration is so hard about the absentee ballots. And, they're saying it's a scam and all that stuff, and it wouldn't be fair. But yes, it would be fair because your vote will still be counted. There's really no way that the system can mess that up with who's sending their votes in. And but like I said, you guys, with all of that, it's a debate, this and that. But I'm asking you guys to do this for a spiritual reason, okay? Do it for a spiritual reason. And with all of the injustices that are going on, I want you guys to know a little bit about my story as well, and some of the racial injustices that I've faced that has affected my life. And I did put this video up before, but I took it down. There has been a battle with the BIA, which is the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and the United States government, and the Native American freedmen's, or the people who are black and Indian. Okay, it all started with the Dawes Commission. You guys probably heard of it. It's the Dawes-Rose Commission. Well, anyway, back in the day, all right, Creek Nation, Choctaw, and some of the other 5 nations, some of the other tribes got together, and the government decided to give Native people, the people who were here, roll numbers. Okay, and this roll number will give you access to things like healthcare, schools, governments, things like that. And what they did is they also gave land and stuff away. But what they did was that they split the people up, which I have all of my paperwork to show anyone who would be interested in seeing my story, with the media, how they split our family up, where half of us were labeled as Creek by Bloods, and the other half of our family was labeled as Creek Freedmen's by Blood. And this also happened with the Choctaw Nation as well. My people on my grandfather's side, Choctaw Nation, they were landlords and everything on their on the land here whenever the Trail of Tears moved. And when the Dawes Commission came in, which was a group of white people who were overseeing the Native Americans and slaves, Negro slaves back then, they were overseeing everything. So they basically split our families up, and it's caused a lot of division and everything throughout these years, and discrimination. And one of the ways it affected me is that I was supposed to had um, went to college to be a scientist because I was very much into biology and chemistry and things like that when I was in school. But I did not receive the help and funding from Creek Nation nor Choctaw Nation to further my education because I didn't have, I wasn't a part of my family that had their roll number to the access to their health care, or basically I wasn't considered not enough a percentage of Native American to get help. Okay, so that affected me. That that put a lot of stress on my life and depression, and just to be in next to some of my classmates who had gotten their government funding from the Indian nations, okay, and the United States government, of course, had a foot in it always. Even though Native American Indian nations we're a sovereign nation, we make our own rules and government and everything, but still the United States government has some effect in it. So anyway, it affected me and it sent me into depression and everything. And can you imagine someone that you've gone to school with or a family member, they're being able to go to college because they get money through the Bureau of Indian Affairs or their nation to go on. But a person like me who's not a full blood person or a person who is a mixed culture, being denied from the Native American, from the Indian nations because I'm more black than some of my other family members, which is not right. And before the Dawes commissions came in there, we had a treaty with the United States government that wasn't supposed to interfere in what we had going on in our nation here in Oklahoma. And that's exactly what they did. They've been doing it for all these years. A lot of that casino money and things like that, a lot of the water and river rights belong to a lot of the Freemans. I do have my paperwork. A lot of property here in Tulsa was also belonged to my uh, great grandfather, which his name was Toby Anderson, and he's on the rolls as well. His What happened to him during that time when they broke the treaty and everything, they gave him land, and there was actually some white people who came in and kicked my great grandfather off of his land, also with my grandmother and all of them, and was told not to come back or they would kill them. And so that sent my great grandfather into a spiral of alcoholism. And as you guys know, with a lot of the Native American tribes, there's a lot of alcoholism and things like that going on. And so imagine being a person who is of mixed ethnicity or culture trying to get help. You can't. You're a black person. You're trying to get help. You can't. And that's the reason I'm so for black people and Black Lives Matter. Our lives matter. We deserve these rights. We deserve these things that we deserve to be taken care of in our country. And a lot of us are Native American. I mean, they went through with that whole DNA testing and everything and saying, well, if you don't have this and this and much, you're not that. But a lot of us are. We look in the mirror. Let's look in the mirror. A lot of us are. We are our ancestors. We look like them no matter what. Black, Native American, white, whatever, we are our ancestors. So that's the reason why it's so important to go ahead and vote this year. Like I said, do it absentee ballot, have fun with it. Make sure you watching the thing, let's take back control of our country and make it great again. Okay? I'm talking about all Americans, no matter what color you are. We need to stand up with each other with this. And healthcare should be for everybody. Okay, let's do it like Canada does it. Okay, like I said, even though with black people, Black Lives Matter. For those of you who are watching this media, Make sure, even Indian nations, Creek Nation, I'm talking to you. Do the right thing. Choctaw Nation, I'm talking to you. Do the right thing. Seminole Nation, I'm talking to you. Do the right thing. Chickasaw Nation, do the right thing by your people, your brothers and sisters who are freedmen, who are mixed with black, who are your brothers and sisters. Do right by us. Okay? Do right by us. America is standing up. And you guys who are black, for those of us who are black, let's not give white people a hard time right now. Let them work that out because they know what's going on. They know that they should have been standing up for us a long time ago. Of this stuff, this injustice has been going on too long. I want, I'm not planning on having any children, but if I do, I want my children to have the same chance to be whatever they want to be, just as their classmate. There should not be there should not be a difference. I want my family to have the same chance as the other side of my family. There should be no there should be no anything. Cherokee Nation. Cherokee Nation is the only nation that has accepted their freedmen, brothers and sisters into the tribe, as far as I know of. And the Cherokee people, the people who are Cherokee, the mixed people who are Cherokee, okay, they fought long and hard for this past decade to get their rights into the tribe, to get their health care, to get everything. You know, I'm ready for to see Creek Nation do the same thing. Stop being greedy. There's more money than there's enough for everyone in this casino money, okay? The BIA, the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and the United States government, they should have uphold that treaty before the Dawes Commission came in and separated everybody and caused such pain and anguish and uh, just a drift in families. Okay, they should have already done that. So I'm speaking out. I want justice for all of us, everybody. It's time, everybody, black, white, Asian, but especially if you're black, African American, it's time. We need free health care. We need health care to heal our communities. There's so much mental illness in our communities. And I know because I've been there. I've been there too. People need tools, they need access. Stop trying to treat us differently because we are black people, because we're people from this Americas. Stop treating people differently. Stop being jealous and petty and thinking that you're not going to have anything if you share. Stop thinking that. We need to stop thinking that. And so I just had to let this out. And I thank you all for, listening and tuning in and everything, but this needs to be said. Share this video. If you don't do anything, share it with someone who you know that is going through this. Imagine just being rejected all your whole life of everything that you try to do, everywhere, every job that you try to get, every school that you try to go into. You don't have enough money. You're not black enough. You're not white enough. You're not Native American enough. That stuff messes with your mind over time. I'm telling you. And a lot of our people need healing from it. A lot of our people need healing from it. Do right by black people. Do right by black people. This country is going to be great when we do right by black people. Do right by us. That's it. That's the only way we're going to get out of this. We have to do right by each other. Do the right thing. That's it. You can make it so easy. You can make a bill. You can pass the bill so that, everyone can receive uh, access to free health care. Make it mandatory. The reason why a lot of these black people now don't even get COVID-19 tests and stuff like that is because, why pay for it? They don't even value themselves a lot, or they just don't have the money to deal with it. Look at me. I need my teeth fixed. Okay? It costs some money to get your teeth fixed, you know? But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Make it available for everyone. Okay? Make it available for everyone. If you don't do anything, Black America, vote. Okay? If you don't do anything this year, vote in this election. If you've never voted before, vote in this election. Like I said, you don't have to be there. Absentee. Absentee, all right? That's the way to go. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And no matter if Trump wins again, okay? No matter if he wins again, our voice will be heard. The numbers will show how much we all voted. Okay, the numbers will be there. But I don't care. Do it. If don't do it for yourself, do it for your children that's coming before you. Do it for your ancestors who died for freedom, that died for our rights. And I'm gonna go in here in the chat, and we got Barbie in the chat. Yes, and Nicole Pendleton. Hey, Barbie girl. I got to connect with you later on Instagram. Um, Nicole says, I'm a full Blackfeet Indian. Yes, yes, yes. Nicole says a lot of Indians got denied as well. Yes, a lot of full blood Indians got denied as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot. So, yeah. I mean, just straight up full blood. I mean, so they need to go back and make that right. We need to make it right where you're an American, you deserve and get help for college, health care. This country is rich enough. This country is rich enough to do it. Just this pandemic with all of the stimulus money going around like that. Yeah, this country has the right. This country has enough to do it. People will always say, "Oh, that's gonna cost. We can't give black folks reparations. Oh my gosh, that's gonna cost too much money." Oh, come on. This is the richest country in the world. And I don't care about the other countries or whatever, but the United States, come on. They be sitting on money and hiding money, okay? And all these casinos that's got this money, yeah, we need to do right. Bureau of Indian Affairs, BIA. You need to do right by the people who are in your tribe, who are black and freemen. And you really do. Make an example. So be a positive example. Yes. And FBA says we don't need their hand. HRR races, we got this FBA for life. Yeah, we don't need their hand. We don't need, because a lot of us, we've been doing fine without BIA. Okay, the ones that rejected us and stuff, we've been doing fine without them. But still, right now, we deserve it. We deserve it. Who in the heck, whoever made that and said, okay, you can't get it because you got this much black in you, and you can't get it because, well, you too dark. No, give it to us anyway. And so that way, when our children decide if they want to do that, if they want to join and be a part of the tribe, if they want to get to know about their culture, they can, without feeling like an outsider, without feeling like they don't belong there, without feeling like they're not Native American or not even really Indian or not even really black. Stop it. Let them be. Let us be. Do right by us. Yes. Jesse B.Y. says, you should not keep pushing the political codes and labels known as so-called black African American. These labels is what have our people look at as dead in the eyes of law. These are color. Well, what else do we call each other right now? What do you want me to call ourselves? Everybody wants us to call ourselves something. You want me to say black, African American, people of color? What should I call us? Everybody else comes together. So, black. How's about that? Black, all right? What do we call each other now? What if I start saying Negroes? People gonna be mad at me because I say Negroes. People don't get any justice in the corporate system because it's full of racists. I don't care what you do to try to apply yourself. When you're going against a racist and you're in a room of racists, I don't care how much you try to kiss a racist butt or whatever your name is. They're going to see your skin color and not like you because of your skin color. Okay, Darius, how you doing, love? Darius says those 5 civilized tribes owned slaves in the South and took them on the Trail of Tears. They fought in Civil War. Here is a reference. Yeah, a lot of the Indians did own slaves, but let me tell you what happened with, also like with my family. A lot of my family who, were Native American and Creole and black, okay? So what they did is that a lot of our family members who were labeled as slaves and stuff, they adopted them. Now, some Indians, I know they adopted slaves for their own selfish reasons, okay? But with my family, we adopted others. We adopted those who are mixed and other slaves that was part of the family and friends so that they can have protection and rights. So that's what my family did. So, that's why half of us are, you know, on the rolls and half of us are not on the rolls. So, yeah, that's what happened with that. And we don't need the Native American hand and money, but it's all about the respect. That's what I'm saying. It's all about the respect. And if our children want to be a part of it, they can. But that's if you want to be that way. You know, that's if you want to. So, with that, I hope that you guys go ahead and make sure that you exercise your right to vote this year, especially with this upcoming term, okay? And definitely, I know a lot of you won't, but that's okay too. And I'm just going to go ahead and exit myself off of here so I can keep my vibrations high. And I appreciate all of you who joined me and everything today. Even those of you who we may not agree on the same thing, I appreciate you anyway. And you're always welcome to, come back in and leave your messages in the comments as well. I won't erase them. I'm pretty sure that there are some other people who would like to talk with you about this in the comments section. And if you have any type of information or anything like that, please do leave it in the comments section. And I definitely will, reply to you and try to comment back to everyone's comment and everything, and we can take it further, okay? But other than that, this was basically what I wanted to talk about today. And, it was a passionate thing for me. But, like I said, I made this video before and I took it down. But, I'm keeping this one up. So, with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And thank you all for watching. And bye-bye.